When I was younger, I thought my looks were fixed until I began to take accountability in my routines. I thought my genetics were gonna be forever what they were. I was forever gonna be an average looking dude. I was never gonna be able to pull any baddies. I thought all these things just because of the way I was brought up, because no one was there to show me what I'm gonna show you guys today. And the scary truth is that most guys aren't as ugly as they think. Sure, there's some ugly motherfuckers out there, but for the majority of you guys who are average, there's a whole other surface you can reach. And that's why I made this video. Biggest thing keeping you guys ugly in 2025 is stress. This is probably the biggest thing looks maxers, self-improvement content creators don't talk about enough. Stress is so detrimental to your looks. If you guys are stressed the fuck out, you guys are not happy where you want to be at in life. And I'm not talking about normal levels of like feeling like you need to do more. I'm talking about you live somewhere you fucking hate, your life fucking sucks, you have nothing to look forward to. You're gonna look worse because of the amount of stress it's gonna cause. You're gonna go to bed later, you're gonna do things that are self-sabotaging to yourself, like drinking alcohol, eating bad food, not washing your face, not brushing your teeth. All the things I'm gonna tell you guys next doesn't matter if you guys are stressed out of your fucking mind. I'm gonna say something super controversial. I would argue your hair routine matters just as much as how the way you look in your face. I literally just seen Osmond Gold with a different haircut and his beard lined up. The motherfucker looks like he can pull a little bit. And that motherfucker, like he said, looks like a ghoul. You might not be as ugly as you think, or you might not be as average as you think. Maybe you need to get a new haircut. Maybe you need to try a different look. It doesn't matter what race you are. If your hairstyle is not fitting your face and your physical features, it doesn't make sense. There's a million ways you can figure out what haircut works for you. I always look at people who are better looking than me as my muse to getting a better haircut. Right now, this is a typical light-skinned nigga shit right here. You cannot go 2 weeks without getting a haircut. You can go maximum 2 weeks, that's it. Anything above 2 weeks, bro, you're fucking yourselves over. And I think a lot of you guys fail to realize how easy it is to maintain your hair for the most part. I'm gonna give you guys 3 things you guys can use right now to get your hair looking better instantly, overnight. First, you need to get a spray bottle and moisturizer. Those things are gonna keep your hair looking nice and shiny and nice and wet. You wanna have it looking damp most of the time. Secondly, you're gonna wanna get a curling cream and some sort of sponge or some sort of fucking way to style your hair. You guys can style it with your fingers if you really, really have to. Thirdly, I say it like this. You guys should invest in some hairspray, especially you guys who don't have the best hairlines. Would you agree with me if I said that being a man of color, it's way harder to date a girl outside your race than it is with a girl that's inside your race? Obviously, right? The problem is a lot of you guys are not optimizing your looks for the woman you want. It's gonna be very hard for you to dress like a YN or a young cholo and think you're gonna be able to bag that little Asian shorty off of TikTok, that little white girl off of TikTok. It's just very hard. One of the key things you have to do is optimize your looks. Make sure you're not overly niching down. I know that sounds like some stupid ass red pill shit, but it's so real. If you guys wanna get the kind of woman you want easier, you have to optimize your looks for all kinds of women. You can't be niching yourself down. And this has nothing to do with your hair. I'm not talking about your hair. I'm talking about straight your clothes, the way you carry yourself. If you carry yourself like a YN, bro, you got a ski mask on, why the fuck do you think shorty's gonna wanna talk to you? Now this next point, most guys overlook, but it's the reason why they look so ugly. You can't ignore your physical deficiencies. A lot of you guys use your physical deficiencies as a way not to work at all. But ultimately speaking, if you guys can fix or adjust some of the flaws that you have without wearing fucking makeup, you should. If I were to look in your closet right now, what kind of clothes would I see in there? Probably only street clothes, right? The biggest thing is you guys do not have a wide range of clothes for each situations. I'm not like some creators who say, oh, you can't wear any streetwear. That's bullshit. But I'm also not one of those guys that could be like, oh, it doesn't matter what you wear. Just go up and she likes you. You should have different choices of clothing depending on what you're doing. You don't gotta have 10 multi-$100 shoots to feel good or look good. But if you have a few pieces that can kind of complement the way your body is, which is why it's important to be working out, a little $20 shirt looks better on me than how some men look in full grown out suits because they don't work out, they look fat as fuck. Leads me to my next point. What kind of colors are you guys wearing? If you guys don't have a simple neutral colors like black, white, gray, and you guys are wearing all these different kind of colors and you can't match, you're fucking the game up. And why are you wearing purple with blue shorts and white shoes? Are we in high school or some shit? I see a lot of guys in public just wearing the most random graphic t-shirts with the randomest fucking shoes and shorts and expect they're gonna pull. Brother, learn color coordination. Learn how it looks in your skin. As a black man, you can wear neutral colors and every single one of them look good. Motherfucker, you can wear even more brown, it looks good. But you gotta figure out what colors look good for you and what was to make your skin pop. Like black, me when black is my color, bro. That's my color for sure. A lot of brothers, we never been taught about washing your face, keeping a nice face, keeping your face nice and hydrated, wearing moisturizer, making sure you're dehydrating your skin, getting facials. All these things are super important to you as a man because when your skin pops, everyone notices, bro. I have a 3-step routine. I wear moisturizer, I wash my face, I wear moisturizer, and I wear sunscreen for the day. Those 3 things make my skin pop, and I get a facial once a month. You do those things, bro, even if you don't even get the facial, your skin's gonna look 3 times better in 3 months. I guarantee it. You gotta make sure you guys go for consistency over complexity. If you guys get a skincare routine that's too complex where you can't do it at night, you can't do it in the morning, it's not gonna work for you. The biggest thing keeping you ugly as a man of color is not having a good physique. For sure, whether you're black and Latino, it's one of the best ways we can use our genetics to make sure we look great. Now more than ever, it's so easy to stay in shape and get in shape and maintain it. Obviously going to the gym is not the most fun thing in the world, but once you get into a habit of it, it becomes a lifestyle. I can't stand when I see a brother, especially if he has African parents, who I see him and his arms are looking like mine without even a pump or even lifting weights, not see the full potential of his physique. There's a great quote that says pretty much, one of the biggest flaws that a man can make is not seeing the full potential of his body and what his body can do for him. If you guys are not in shape in 2025, you're doing yourself a huge disservice for your dating life. I have never met one girl who says, I don't like my man in shape. Now this next point costs you no money, but most men will fail to do it, which is get enough sleep and avoid being fatigued. I'm not even gonna get into this one too much. Like I mentioned before, sleep is everything, hydration is everything, recovery is everything. It doesn't matter how hard you're going or how much work you're doing on your face and washing your skin. If you're not getting an adequate amount of sleep consistently, you're gonna fuck up your whole entire body and your whole entire look process as well. Whenever I go out, I like to have a little bit of accessories because it makes me pop a little bit more. It looks good on my skin. Gold looks good on melanated skin. If you have brown skin, light skin, dark skin, accessories make your skin pop hard. Especially if you got some diamonds in your ear, you're gonna go crazy, bro. So if you guys can invest 10 bucks to get some fake shit off Amazon, do it. And last but not least, the thing that makes you look ugly as a man, especially as a man of color, is overly relying on looks maxing and overly relying on your looks. I know there's a huge stigma right now about looks maxing being the most important thing, and there's a huge black pill shit going on. As someone who's talked to thousands of girls, I've talked to many different girls, many different places. One thing I can guarantee you is this: women do not care about looks the same way you care about looks. Women care about your charisma, they care about your money, they care about who you are, they care about everything underneath the sun. So if you think you're gonna just do this work and expect to get instant results, you're crazy. The biggest thing you guys gotta do is play the numbers game. You're doing this to increase your numbers game. For example, if I go out and talk to 10 different girls, right? I know I'm gonna be kicking it off at least 2 to 3 of them, maybe even 4, depending on where I'm at. But ultimately speaking, it's a numbers game. You guys gotta go out there, you guys gotta be brave, you guys gotta be funny, you guys gotta be charismatic. Do not rely on your looks to the point where it's your crutch. Maximize your looks so you can get your foot in the door. And then once you get your foot in the door, use who you are to actually make sure something happens. All right, my name is KJ Black Ace Boys. I'm so tired, I'm out of here. Peace.